It's a rivalry that dates back to 1921. The Packers and Bears are underway from Chicago. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their rookie quarterback, the latest in a long line of NFL QBs from USC.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. First carry for DeAndre Swift. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
They'll fake the give. Now Williams. A pass complete to Odunze. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. They go back to the ground, this time Swift. And he is in. Touchdown. DeAndre Swift taking it in from 7. Away, and the Bears put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Santos with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So the drive there took 6 plays, and in the end it's capped off by a 7-yard run. Loving the Packers now with a 1st and 10 at their 20. 45-yard line. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
On 1st and 10, Love. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Throwing. Love. And this is caught inside the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That one good for 37 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. Love going to give it up on the touch pass. And the second effort gets him in. Touchdown, Packers. Jaden Reed from 3 yards out. And the Packers respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point from McManus is good. And we are tied at 7. So that drive, 6 plays, 75 yards. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. So this drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
3rd and 4. Off the bootleg, it's Williams. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
Williams throw complete there to Moore. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. And they run the option here on 1st and 10. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. A little do-it-yourself run right there and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. And the slot man goes in motion left. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. These two teams all tied after 1. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up. Now a handoff running through the middle. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times. And what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
They'll send the big tight end in motion right. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And the Bears are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as they get the conversion there on 3rd and inches.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
They'll go play action here with Williams. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get... feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Oh my, you know that's one that he'll want to have back. I mean, they did everything right. Got the linebackers commit on the play action. He just flat out missed.
They run out of the gun with Swift. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. DeAndre Swift. With his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bears have taken the lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, and they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
On play action. Love to throw. He hits Dobbs on the crosser. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 41 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. From the 25, here's a second down and 4. Here's Love. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but the flag comes out for interference.
And now you're set up right on the doorstep of the goal line. 1 yard away changes what your play calls are going to be.
Jacobs is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Jacobs again. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Josh Jacobs taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. And they would not be denied on the ground, powering it in just one play after they got stopped short.
And how about how many tight ends are on the field? Because in today's NFL, we think of the tight end more as a pass catcher. But this group, they tell them you've got to be able to run block to stay on this team. And they committed to it and got it done right there.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Bears offense out there set and ready to go. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action.
Well, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Love now to pass on first down, escaping the pressure right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. Here's Jacobs from the gun. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll send Watson in motion right. They just do get the play off. Love going to throw it to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down. The receivers and forced the incompletion.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. And this will be a Bears first down as they get this up to about the 42. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Williams now looking to throw on 1st and 10. And that is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Back to you guys in a bit. But first, we welcome everyone to our EA Sports Halftime Report. We just watched a solid first half from the 2022 rushing champ, Josh Jacobs. He had a touchdown run that helped get his guys this halftime lead.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this third quarter. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. The Packer offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games. And we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Then he will. Bring it back to about the 11-yard line. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how it happened. Time as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
They'll roll him out right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up in.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
In motion goes the tight end. To the air on 3rd down is Williams. Flushed out right. And he's got it. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that's going to make it 4th down. They'll go. Here's Williams. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. DJ Moore from 3 yards out. And the Bears have retaken a 3rd quarter lead. Well, with this rookie QB, we talk about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was, and let's face it, you think he was really ready to get that first touchdown? Absolutely. He threw that pass with authority, just as you described. Big-time arm right there, and let's face it, a lot of quarterbacks used to be pitchers in baseball. The fastball was usually their best pitch, and we saw it there.
The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Love's throw brought in by Watson. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down. To pass, here's Jordan Love. Looking middle, and that's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1. Off the play fake, Love. Looking deep here for Dobbs. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. 60 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 43. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Love. Short throw, that's caught by Davis. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. First target, first catch, and a first down. Movement there on the offensive line, a little quick, and a 5-yard penalty. Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Jacobs going to try the middle. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Play fake. Here's Love. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And they eventually get to him at the 17 after a pickup of 17 into the red zone. 1st down.
How about a nod to the sequence of plays they're putting together here? This has been death by 1,000 paper cuts on this drive. But this is one of their best plays yet, and they're able to move it down into the red zone.
Play action this time with Love. And now a loose football. The ball comes out, and this is picked. There he goes, left side. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room, where they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfort. Lead.
Now the point after try for Santos. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. Offense now about ready to take possession here. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And this will be a Packers 1st down as he gets it up past the 35.
Well, you know they had a 3rd down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
And a throw by Love taken in by Watson. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. To throw now. Here's Love. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And he's got... And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they can afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Christian Watson, 37 yards. And the Packers have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the fourth.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way.
And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed, and in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Love throwing for it. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets them back within a field goal. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's in. Intercepted. And the Packers are right back in this football game. We're holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half. Those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. It's the 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
A gain of 3, second down. Love looking to throw it. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 19 yards there on the catch and run. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Love. He's got the hook up with Dobbs. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Christian Watson, the man he was looking for. And it's 3rd and 5. Love, they go play action now. He finds his man, complete. That's Reed. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. Now they send a man in motion right. Here's Jacobs. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Josh. Jacobs. His second touchdown of the night. And the Packers have taken a fourth-quarter lead. McManus's point after is good. And that will make this a 4-point game. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Josh Jacobs. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Now, the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Komet. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 39. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. On first down, here's Williams. Dancing to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. To throw, it's Williams. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 26. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Back to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Now 2nd down and a few inches. They'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout on the option to give to Swift here. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Here's 1st and goal. We've got movement. I think this is against the Bears here. Let's find out. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Boy, they had it at the 1. The false start moves it to the 6 now for 1st and goal. He's back to throw. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try to run this one in. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it's capped off by the late touchdown that puts him out in front here in the final minute of the contest. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here's Love and the Packers. Down by a field goal, a little under 30 seconds remaining. They need, at minimum, 3 points out of this as they come up 1st and 10. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Love. Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll have a quick 1st down here as he gets out of bounds to stop the clock. That one checks all the boxes, doesn't it? You get the 1st down, check. Get out of bounds, stop the clock, check.
Well, how about one last check? Keep your quarterback from getting hit. That's a big check.
Yeah, check there as well. Good call. Here's Love. Throw caught by Musgrave. And he'll be taken down as that'll net him only about a gain of 9. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Here comes 2nd down. Now Love. He finds Watson. It's gone. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. Here's 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. Yeah, he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. And, the stadium clock says 0, but the one on your screen is the one that matters, and the officials say yes, it's a timeout with 1 second left to go and a field goal try forthcoming to potentially send us to overtime. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. With 1 second to go, this to send us to overtime. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. 4 quarters not enough. We're all even, and to overtime we go.
How much fun is this for everyone who's watching the game? How much fun is it for us to see this one get an extra period to get settled?
So advantage Packers here. They'll possess the ball first with a chance to win it here in overtime. The Packers offense set to go. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Love going to give it up on the touch pass. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. Opening drive of overtime. Both teams will get a possession, barring a defensive score. Here's 2nd down. Love with a pass caught by Musgrave, the tight end. Call it a gain of a yard. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And quickly they get to the line. Jordan Love ready on 1st down here. Throwing left side, and Watson has it. And he's got this down to the 35. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a 1st down. running is Jacobs. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Love now. A short throw to Musgrave. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down. Wilson with a first down carry. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Another carry for Wilson. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. They go bootleg. Love rolling to his right. That is caught. Touchdown. They strike first here in the overtime session. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. So the drive goes 75. Yards, 10 plays. And the result, a Green Bay score. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Williams with a little touch pass forward. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
On second down, they'll run it here. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's spot it right at midfield at the 50. First down now, but that clock rolling. Off the play fake, it's Williams. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. This is caught inside the 15.
A game that's had just about everything has that for an answer. Remember, in the past, this game would be over already. But that's a huge play there to give them a fighting chance to go down and possibly tie this game.
On the option to give to Swift here. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone.
Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. And we've got movement. I think this is against the Bears here. Let's find out. And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time, and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Williams going to throw for it. And he's got it. So they decide to still go for it even after the 5-yard penalty.